Well, we were talking about the decline of cash, and one of the things that cash lets you do is evade taxes as a shop owner. But Taiwan has a unique strategy to combat this, Claire.
It does, and here is an idea that I think the ATO can get behind. I love it.
Oh, God, don't encourage them.
No, I love this. So when you're shopping in Taiwan, most people, if not everyone, is going to ask, can I have a receipt? And the reason being is that every receipt has a number on it that goes into a lotto draw. So just by buying a coffee, you can stand to win like millions of dollars or at least hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I love this. This is like gamifying my shopping habits. And really, do I need an excuse to shop more? Probably not. But I love it. It also fixes my lotto problem because I whinge every week. I don't win lotto, but I don't buy lottery tickets. So it's a slight problem with that. I always think I should really buy a ticket. So it fixes that. I think it's great. Of course, when you know, everyone's asking for receipts and you've got to issue one, and that stops, of course, you know, cash being put through and not declared. Right. And at the end of the day, you know, the tax revenue in Taiwan after they introduced this went up by a huge amount, and they've actually been running this type of program since the 1950s. They've got a draw on the 25th day of every second month. Got to note that down in your diaries and have your receipts there somehow. I don't know how that works. And yeah, you can go into the draw to win cash. I think this is brilliant.
So they force, I'm trying to get my head around this because it's taken me the first 53 minutes of the show. So they're forcing shopkeepers and shops and small businesses not to have cash trade by turning customers into Karens, basically.
Yes.
And demanding receipts for everything they purchase so they can enter a lottery, which is almost certain, in fact, self-evidently, going to cost them more money in the increased taxes that they pay than the government pays out in the lottery winnings because the government is reaping in all this revenue. And it's still going strong after 70 years.
In fact, other countries are looking to implement the same thing. Brazil, Portugal, Lithuania. Some have implemented it and seen huge successes. Taiwan increased its sales tax revenue by 75%. So, I don't know, you're hating on it, Joe, but it's pretty smart.
Yeah, but while all the world is obsessed with these trivial little, you know, quizzling issues like, you know, revenue and economic growth and, you know, making sure people pay their taxes like law-abiding citizens, they're ignoring the real issues which have been unearthed in the small town of Haverhill, which is complaining that it smells too much like donuts. A small town in the US says that the fast food giant Dunkin' Donuts, which has just opened a factory nearby that pumps out 1 million donuts per day, and there's a touch of snobbery here, I think. Haverhill councillor Sean Toohey shared that he'd been contacted by another constituent complaining of a, quote, carnival smell resembling fried dough. A bit of a giveaway, the clue's in the name, they do fry the dough. And they basically say that this, which is the largest bakery for Dunkin' in the US, represents basically a violation of the rights of the poor citizens, the poor burghers of Haverhill.
Only in America would you get a town complaining about living near the smell of donuts. If that is the worst thing you can complain about your town,
and imagine the police presence they must have.
But exactly right. I mean, come on, it's just donuts.